Hello, welcome back again to Poultry Producers. On our last video, we're introducing you to rabbitry. So now we want to talk about making money by rearing rabbits. Yes, making money for keeping these animals. So any farmer will tell you that farming is a risky business and requires love and respect for the job. So if you are serious about getting into livestock production, remember, you must love to work. Since the livestock demands daily attention, you must have patience because animals require personal attention, and you must be observant, as this is essential to avoid losses. So I just want to share with you just a few 5 steps for success rabbitry. Rabbit production is not a get rich quick business. In order to succeed, you must have these 5 things. Plan your inputs carefully. You will need to consider land, regulation structures, cost of equipment, labor, and waste management. You also need to educate yourself about rabbit reproduction. You also need to educate about rabbit reproduction, especially in breeds, housing equipments, feeds production, healthy, slaughter, as well as sales. You also need to learn your market. Speak with other farmers who have been successful. The other thing, purchase a healthy rabbit stock from a reliable person. The other thing also is to maintain strict records to assess the performance of your stock and the profitability of your business. You have to be strict on your records. So for rabbit production, there are systems that you can start as you design your rabbitry. So types of system, there are 3 systems that I know. Intensive system is where you have about 450 doors. So that one we're gonna call it intensive. Semi-intensive, this is whereby you have about 100 to 450 doors. That is semi-intensive. So backyard, this is whereby you have about 50 to 100 rabbits. We're talking about the doors, not the buckets, right? So after the systems that I spoke about, when you want to focus on meat production, or you want to be a breeder, you have to consider these breeds. So let's talk about choosing a rabbit for meat productions. At our poultry producers, we have New Zealand whites. Yes, this is a New Zealand white. This is California. So we don't have Flemish, but there are so many breeds out there, but we only have this one. We also have chinchilla. So when you choose an animal for meat production, you need to look at both animal and the records for that animal. Records act as a performance to guide of what to expect from that animal. So I would like to recommend you, when you are choosing animals, choose animals that produce large litters and maintain them to winning, normally at 4 weeks. New Zealand white and California can have 6 to 8 kids per litter. You have to choose also animals should be adaptable at a local environment and have good disease tolerance. The California and New Zealand white show good tolerance to tropical conditions. When crossed, their offspring shows tolerance to tropical conditions as well. Then choose animals that show a rapid growth rate during the first 12 weeks after birth. Mixed breeds of New Zealand white and California can grow from 45 grams to 1.6 in 12 weeks. So that one is a very good breed. That one is a very good rabbit that you can use normally for meat production with that growth rate. So for meat production, I would recommend you to focus on California, New Zealand white. Even when you cross them, they are great. After the breeds, let's talk about the housing. The housing, the cages. But before that, we need to talk about the site layout. Yeah, where you are going to put your rabbitry. You have to make sure that your rabbitry is away from the rivers or the drainage, so it prevents the losses from the floods. Also the dams, you have to make sure from your site layout it's not located in such areas. Also need to make sure that you have access to utilities like clean water. Is it very close to your rabbitry? Yes. So when you are designing the cages, normally if you don't have money, use the available materials. If you don't have money to purchase these wires or steel to make the structure, you can make this one using the available materials like the gum poles, like the poles that are available. You can use this one. You also need a wire mesh that is fully galvanized. You also need the sheets. You also need the nails and so forth to put on the sheets. So our rabbitry, our cages, let me talk about the dimensions. So this cage it's 70 centimeters by 50, which is length by width. Then height it's 65 centimeters. So it allows you to put the drinker, to put the feeder, also the hay basket, as you see. So you have to make sure there is a space for your rabbit to stretch, as you see that one. Even if we put the nesting box, there is still a place that can allow it to stretch on this one. So if you don't have much space, you need to consider about two-tier system where your cage have the upper cage and the lower cage, like this one. If you don't have space on this cage, it's the dimensions, it's 60 by 60 by 50 centimeters height. So it allows us to put also this nesting box, which is 30 by 30 length by width, also 20 centimeter height. Normally the kids will jump from this box exactly at 3 weeks. Yeah, so when you put your nesting box, there is still a place left for your rabbit to stretch out. So this is what you need for the housing, and this is what we have for the housing. So for today, that's all I can share with you. So continue to follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, also like our videos, and don't forget to turn on the notification bar for our new videos. So on our new video, we are going to share with you about the feeding and watering equipment. We are also going to share with you the nesting equipment. We also want to share with you about feeding the rabbits. Yes, it is also important. Feeding the rabbits, we are going to cover about how much to feed the rabbits, types or tips on feeding. Yes, how rabbits digest food. Yeah, I'm also going to share with you about that one. Then the plants that you can use on feeding, also plants to avoid. So continue to follow us so that you can see our next videos. Thank you.